A more lighthearted question. You're going to be another 100 miles away from the ocean that you currently are in Provo. Any thoughts on that? And have you yet scouted out Lincoln, Nebraska for any good Hawaiian food?
The first part, I think I wasn't at the beach anyway, I guess, the last 7 years, so I don't think it's going to be that much of a change there. It's not going to be like I'm going to be doing any less surfing or hanging out at the beach than I did in Utah, to be honest. And then, yeah, I've been to Lincoln. When I went out there to interview, I went out there for a couple of days. I did not get to go to find any good Hawaiian food places, but I bet eventually I'll find one. I'll find one that's good, I bet.
What is the biggest difference from what you know, and you said that it's not too as much as it will be down the road. What is the biggest difference from the men's side versus the women's side?
Differences. I think it's just a different game. You know, I think it's a more ball control, maybe less powerful, even though still powerful at the same time as the men's game. I think recruiting will probably for sure be different in terms of it's just way bigger. And I think the biggest difference now that I think about it is just how big the women's side is compared to the men's side. I'm gonna enjoy that, but also miss the I don't know, the small home vibe from the men's side. So I would say probably the difference is just how big everything is. You know, I'm excited. It's gonna be cool. I get to, you know, even though me and Luca aren't gonna be working on the same staffs anymore, Luca's gonna be with the women's national team. So we'll get to collaborate a bunch. You know, I'm hoping he's going to be taking girls from Nebraska, I think, especially some of the younger ones and even the older ones on the team. So I'm excited to get to kind of work with him. But I would say just thinking about it, just how big everything is on the women's side compared to the men's side, you know.
Another difference would be just how intense and passionate the fans are on the women's side. Not to say that the fans on the men's side are not just as passionate, but there's just more of them on the women's
for sure.
side. Are you going to stay away from volley talk or social media just to get away from that intensity?
I'm one who I think it's awesome. I think it's cool that people care. You know, I'd rather people care, and of course, sometimes if they care, sometimes if you lose or if you don't do the things they want you to do or do the things they don't agree with, I know they're gonna get on you a little bit and stuff like that. I think I'll still pay attention to it, but in terms of like it affecting my day, I don't think I'm gonna let it affect my day. But I think, to be honest, I think it's awesome that people care. You know, of course, sometimes when people care, sometimes people can go a little overboard sometimes, but I think it's good for the game that there's so much interest, if that makes sense. And I did notice that the Nebraska thread in there usually is the longest thread. So,
what have you learned about Nebraska already?
I'm starting to understand. I knew it was big, but I'm starting to understand just going through the process now. I have a lot of people texting me and emailing me and you know, talking to me on social media, introducing themselves, and you know, they can't wait for me to get out there, and just telling me stuff like just how much people have reached out to me. You know, starting to realize like how big and how important that program is, and going out there to Lincoln a month ago or so, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, seeing how many people like really care about the program and love Coach Cook and, you know, really enjoy coming to the games. It was a pretty cool thing. So I think that's like the thing I've learned the most.
What is the biggest challenge of joining Coach's staff?
The biggest challenge, maybe in 6 months from now I'll be able to give you a different answer. I think from what I've learned from him in the short time we've been interacting, and from what I've learned from other people talking to him, is he's going to be, you know, he's going to grind on me. He's going to demand a lot, and you know, that's why I really wanted to go there, was he is going to demand a lot on me. But I would say that's probably the biggest challenge is just that he's going to constantly be on me. All good things, of course, you know, but I think that's, from what I've heard, is going to be the biggest challenge, I would say, that I'm totally ready for, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say that I'm sure Sean has prepared you for that opportunity, right?
For sure.
You got two world-class liberos on the staff at Nebraska with yourself and with Kayla. So
I don't know about me being world class. Kayla for sure. I don't know about me.
all right, fine. I might be biased. That brings up the obvious question: who's going to be coaching defense and who's going to be coaching offense?
I think there's going to be some overlap. I think I'm actually going to be working with like block defensive stuff, which everyone might freak out about that I'm a libero, but I actually really enjoy coaching that stuff. I think at BYU we do a pretty good job with block defense, especially blocking. So I've learned a lot from Luca. I've learned a lot from McGowan's for sure in terms of that. So I think I'm going to be doing more of that. I think I'll be working with the middles and stuff like that. But I think there's going to be a lot of overlap, to be honest.
And final question, and most obvious question for us on the men's side, #GrowTheGame. When can we expect you to help start a men's program in Nebraska?
I think I watched Tyler's interview a year ago, and I remember you guys asked him this question. Honestly, it would be awesome if Nebraska grew a men's team. I don't know if I'm going to be part of that, because I think I'm going to be busy handling the women's side, but it'd be awesome for the game for sure if Nebraska and Texas and Illinois and Arizona State and Arizona, Wisconsin, they got men's teams. So I think that would be awesome. But in terms of my involvement, I don't think I'm going to have too much involvement in that, to be honest.
Well, thank you for taking time with us at Off the Block Vlog, and good luck the rest of the season. I know that it's must be kind of hard to be winding down the season, also looking at Nebraska, but good luck the rest of the season here and Nebraska.
Thank you so much.